Hello everyone. Today's lesson is about brightening and darkening. Sometimes you have images that are too light or too dark. GIMP have three levels of adjustment tool when pictures are too light or too dark: brightness, contrast, levels, and curves. These three tools can be found in the top menu: Tool, Colors, Brightness, Contrast, Levels, and here the curves. These three tools can also be found in the top menu: Colors, Brightness, Contrast, Levels, and here you have the curves. Let's click on Colors, then on Brightness, Contrast. The Brightness Contrast pop up. Adjust the two sliders until you're satisfied with the image. You notice there is a checkbox marked Preview. When it's marked off, you can see the change in the image window before you click the OK button. The reset button here will reset any change back to 0, so you can start over. The cancel button here will cancel the dialog without making any change. The OK button will record any change you may have done to the image and exit the dialog box. Here's an advice. If you increase the brightness, try to increase the contrast a little bit in order to have a brighter image. Let's click on the OK button. GIMP 2.6 has another brightness tool: Levels and Curves. Let's go to Levels. Click on Colors and then Levels. First, make sure the preview is checked off. Here you have two sets of controls: input levels and output levels. Input levels shows a graph representing the brightness of the image on the horizontal axis, while the vertical axis represents the number of pixels of the brightness. To have a well-balanced graph, the graph must be fairly spread evenly across the image. If the graph is off balance, what I mean is the image is over or underexposed, you may see spikes over to the left or the right hand of the graph. The input levels have three controls that control the darkness, the midpoint, and brightness points in the image. There's a button called Channel and is now set to value. Here you can choose red, green, blue. This allows you to correct color problems. If you have a picture that has a color problem, for example, the blue is not showing enough, for example. Curves. To use curves, just click on this line and drag it up to make the image brighter, or drag it down to make it darker. The upper right represents the part of the image that's already bright. The lower left, the part of the image that's already dark. If the dark part is too dark, just grab the lower corner and curve it upward. And then I'd like to talk about the last color control, the threshold. Going to colors, threshold, reduce colors to 2 colors. Let's click on color, threshold. You can play with the 2 sliders that control the black and white and see if you can adjust and see if you are satisfied. That's all for this edition. For those who want a transcript, email me at eleganttutor@gmail.com. So ELEGAN for Nancy, T for Tom, T for Tom again, UTO @gmail.com. Bye bye.